Hey you guys, Mr. Queen Bree here with a ritual update. I just want to give you guys a little tip on a banishing spell that I came across. This is what my banishing spell looks like. I added a lot of different ingredients that did not come with the spell. Um, the only thing that you really need is just 3 black candles, and you need some type of oils that represent banishing, and you can find it at your local holistic store, your spiritual shop. If you go there and ask them, like, can you make me some oil for banishing, they'll make you some oil, because you'll need the oil to coat your candles with. So this is what my banishing spell looks like. I added some salt for protection, some black salt for protection, that also, and I also added some rose quartz around the protection circle. I petitioned my candles, and I also wrote a letter. And then I added some flowers and some leaves of my liking, and I also added 2 dimes. Um, that's for offerings basically, and for basically like giving thanks. And I also added some stones to go with the spell. These stones actually represent banishing and taking away negative energy, and opening doorways for positive new outcomes. So this is what my banishing spell looks like. Of course, your banishing spell is going to look a lot different. I really encourage people to really tap into their artistic side when it comes to expressing themselves on a spiritual level. With rituals and spells. Whether you do voodoo, hoodoo, witchcraft, just spiritual work. I look at this more as like a performance for the spirits. That's how I look at it. And it comes with having some magic with it. So this is what I do. This is a banishing ritual, and I'm gonna go across what all you need to go forward with your banishing spell. So for this one, you will need banishing oil, 3 black candles, 3 stones that represent banishing or clearing of negative energy. Let's see. I'm sorry. So directions. What you do, you cast a circle of protection around you before you do your ritual. Okay, so before you burn your candles and everything, this is what you're supposed to do before that. So you cast a circle of protection around you, and you face east, and you say, spirits of air, guide and protect me. You face south and say, spirits of fire, guide and protect me. You face west and you say, spirits of water, guide and protect me. You face north and you say, spirits of earth, guide and protect me. Then you face center and you say, may the divine presence within and without guide and protect me. Okay? So that's what you do at the beginning whenever you're, before you basically set up your ritual and all that stuff. So I do my rituals before I actually perform the whole steps of the banishing spell, just so I can, I'm a single parent. Okay, time is very limited, restricted, and so I make sure that I have everything done before I actually sit down and perform my spell. Okay, so you can do this, you can say that before you perform your spell or before you make your spell. Okay, so I'm doing this before I perform my spell. Okay, and so then you sit in your center of your circle of protection, and you fix your candles on a plate. You light the bottom of them, and you put them on the plate. So this is just the directions. I think you're supposed to, I know, petition your candles. Make sure you write your the names of the people, or the names of the person, places, or things that you're trying to obtain. Like, whoever you're doing the ritual or the spell for, like make sure you put the name, you know, in the offering, like on your candle, you know, um so that the energy knows who to flow to. Okay, so that's what I do. So I engrave my candles before I mount them onto the plate. And I also, before I actually engrave them, I actually wash them with Florida water so I can cleanse all that negative energy that, you know, presently held, you know, within them candles before I got them. So, actually, after you know, cleanse your candles, you engrave your candles with your name, birth date, time of birth, if you have it, of anybody you're doing this spiritual work for. You know, then you can also put stuff on there like protection, banishing, you know, whatever it is that you're doing. Put love. You know, if you're doing a love ritual, if you're doing just like a regular, you know, whatever you're doing, make sure you put the gist of everything on your candle. You don't have to overdo it. And so after I put my candles down, I actually put a circle of protection of salt around my candles, just so I can lock in what it is that I just did. And so after I do that, I actually take a little dropper with some oil in it. This is just an example. So I use this oil. This is some self-love oil. That you know, this is just an example of some type of oil that you can use. And so what I would do, you know, I would take the dripper and I would drip the oil over my candles. You know, some people, they like to just rub them on the candles, but you know, I'm a Virgo and I don't like to really get dirty like that all the time. And so I try to keep it as clean as possible. And so that's how I do it. I just take a dripper and drip my oils over the candle. And then from there, I just add whatever it is extra that you want. Because simple witchcraft, all you need is a circle, some candles, and some intention. Okay? It's really that fucking simple. So this right here, this is my extra stuff. These are herbs. These are flowers that I was drawn to. Flowers that you know, embody the energy that I am trying to obtain. Like that's what it looks like whenever you create your own ritual. Like you don't really have to go by the book at all. So and then after I you know, set everything up, I actually sat down and I wrote a whole letter to God. Plain and simple. The universe, whoever you call your higher source, I wrote a letter to that person. And I let them know, like, I've been going through some shit. And I know that there's some negative stuff, you know, because I've been introduced to a lot of negative people. So I know that I'm in the line of negative energy. So please, you know, protect me from this. And, you know, and I also put down, you know, just stuff, personal stuff that I wanted to talk to them about. So that's what it looks like to do your banishing spell. So that's how it looks like to set it up. So after you get done setting everything up, okay, take your stones, hold your stones, you know, take some deep breath and put your intention into your stones. And so when I talk about your stones, I'm talking about these stones right here. Okay, so you take those stones, you hold them, and you place your intention into them. And remember, your thoughts are very powerful. Your thoughts and your words, they hold a lot of power to them. Okay, so after you speak your intentions, you speak these words aloud 3 times. Okay, so you repeat this 3 times. Okay, you say unwanted weights, wicked worries, foul intention, mean spirits, and hurries. I rise above you to greater heights. By the power of love, health, and clarity, I banish you from my days and nights. So again, you say you say unwanted weights, wicked worries, foul intentions, mean spirits, and hurries. I rise above you to greater heights. By the power of love, health, and clarity, I banish you from my days and nights. So again, you say unwanted weights, wicked worries, foul intentions, mean spirits, hurries. I rise above you to greater heights. By the power of love, health, and clarity, I banish you from my days and nights. Ashe. Okay, and so that is your banishing spell. That is what you say whenever you do your banishing spell. And this is what a visual banishing spell looks like. Again, I use extra ingredients. Not everybody is up for using. Do your research. Whatever type of energy you are trying to obtain, there is a physical material that holds that energy that can bring that to you as well. Okay. Whether that be with flowers, material gains, crystals, oils, do your research. But for a base understanding of what a ritual and a spell is, all you really need is a plate. You need a candle. You need some salt, and you need a lighter, and you need some strong ass intention. So those are your 5 witchy things that you really only need. All this other stuff is just magical happenings. Okay, so I hope this video was very informational. If you guys have any questions, you can definitely comment. I will definitely answer your questions in the comments. I love reading your comments, beautiful. And if you guys are interested in any other spells, drop them in the comment section below. I can look them up. I can come up with one and let you know. And actually, I just want to throw that out there. This ritual has actually been sitting for 3 days, building up the momentum to the full moon. I learned that once I let my rituals sit a little longer, they work a little powerful. They work a little bit more better, a lot more faster. So they're more powerful, a lot more faster whenever I let them sit for a couple days. So I did a money ritual. I let that ritual sit for 2 weeks. I did it on a Thursday. That woman got her money 2 days later, and it was a big lump sum. So I learned to be patient and to build the momentum and to build the energy and to let it flow out whenever it's supposed to. Everything has its time and its place, and so I'm gonna actually burn this tomorrow. On the full moon. I think that's this Sunday. Today's Saturday. Yeah, it's this Sunday, February 9th, the full moon. It's a super full moon too. So, yeah, and it's actually a perfect moon because it's actually a moon that clears away negative and past things that hold you down, hold you from, moving forward and stuff like that. So I'm done rambling. I hope that you guys enjoyed this ritual, and you guys be blessed, do great things, and yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Ashe.